Ahoy and oi oi, and welcome back to Picklet Gaming, you beautiful bunch of people. Hope you're doing well, my lords and ladies of the manor, and welcome to the olden days of the past world. In this short video we're talking about my thoughts and feelings on the game Kingdom Come Deliverance. Is it a tale for the ages, or is it a forgotten moment and memory in history? Let's sign out together, shall we? Now get on your trusty steed and gallop into the wilderness. Let's go! So PlayStation's kind of changing the PlayStation Plus system into a multi-tier kind of idea. I went with the premium, which allowed me to try this game for free, essentially. Well, I'll pay money over the year, but yeah, basically for free. So, as I was kind of interested in this game when it came out, I thought I'll give it a go. I thought I'll try it out now. And for some reason, when it came out in 2018, I didn't get it. It might pass me by. Didn't know too much about it. But now, with the perfect time with the Premium Plus system, I think I'll give it a go. So let's talk about this game, shall we? So Kingdom Come Deliverance is an action RPG set in the medieval times. It was developed and published by Warhorse Studios and co-developed by Deep Silver. Coming out on PlayStation 4, Xbox One and Microsoft Windows back in 2018. All those years ago. Now that I've spent a good amount of time in the game and spent a good amount of time in the world of the game, I can give a kind of honest take on it. And for the most part I really enjoyed attention to detail of everything. From the world itself to all information about how life was back then, in terms of like the locations, the people, the legit aspects, you know, the wildlands. It's all very interesting and it all, from what I can tell, really accurate. So that makes it quite an enjoyable experience, especially as living during medieval Europe. It's quite interesting time and place in history, everything was going on during the Holy Roman Empire, and obviously the invasions and all the wars and how life was back then. So I think in that terms of the game, it's really interesting, and I really enjoyed that. You're playing as a blacksmith during a war, experience life in Bohemia, which is a state, or is part of the Holy Roman Empire. So in terms of accuracy and how life was, and if you want to play in a hardcore mode, it has everything from treating yourself to bathhouses to fighting to combat. So but that's a really quite enjoyable aspect of the game. Yeah. Another thing I enjoyed is the accents. Makes it really believable and enjoyable. Now, however, when a game frustrates me to no end is the animation. Some of it is shocking. It's just how you can have so much attention to detail, but the animation of the character pointing to himself and shaking his fingers, like, what? Trust your voice actor to do a great job. Trust him to make it, or she, or him, or her, or they, to make it as believable as possible. You don't need silly animations. That really frustrates me. Also, the saving feature can be frustrating as well. The fact you can't save on a whim when you want to, before a fight, or after a fight, or after a point of moment. It means you can spend the game and 20 minutes later, half an hour later, 30 minutes later, if it hasn't saved and you die, that's back to that point, and all the progress you've made is then gone, which can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you do a lot in this game. And like I said, although the combat system is interesting, and I appreciate the fact it is different from other games and it's trying something new, the fact when you face multiple enemies, when you try and lock onto certain enemies, it's near enough impossible, and it just ruins some of the enjoyment, which can be a huge factor in the whole process of playing this game. The thing that frustrates me in this game, obviously it's quite a short video, is I can see the potential and I can see where it's enjoyable, but I can also see why I might missed out on it, why it hasn't come to my attention, why it just passed me by. It's because it can be frustrating, and there's too much in this game where it is a bit too hard or a bit too, doesn't give you enough detailed explanation. The map is too, the waypoints are too small. It's a bit hit and miss in areas, which is frustrating because you can see with the care and attention went into giving you accurate history, accurate portrayals of what's going on and life in this time of world, but there's little things here and there that frustrates me. It's ruined experience me, and it ultimately put me off a little bit. But I think if you've got the PlayStation Premium or PlayStation Plus Extra, one of those tiers, and you see it there, give it a go, because for the most part it is quite an enjoyable game, and I think you might get something out of it if you can get past the hurdles that unfortunately for me I can't get past. Anyway guys, stay safe, stay strong, see you soon, bye.